Hi, our names are Shirley Nikinga and Elizabeth Quiroz, and this is a tutorial about Reading Power 2, Part 3 and 4. Part 3. Comprehension Skills. Reading comprehension is the ability to process text, understand its meaning, and to integrate with what the reader already knows. When you read, you have to do many things. Your eyes have to recognize what are you read. Letters, book, or an article. The information about the letters and words goes to your brain. If you are a good reader, this happens automatically, very quickly. Unit 1. Previewing. Previewing is when you look at something quickly before you read it. Previewing is a common skill in our daily life. You preview you have to do or you have to have. In the same way, previewing can help you with your read. When you're previewing a passage, you get some ideas about it. When you preview, you ask yourself questions about the passage. Unit 2. Scanning. What is scanning? This is a very interesting question. Scanning is a very fast kind of reading. You scan when you want to find information quickly. For example, you might scan a telephone book, a menu, a dictionary, or many other web page. When you scan, you move your eyes very quickly over the page. You don't read all the words. Scanning practice will help you recognize words faster and move your eyes more quickly across the page. In this book, in the book Reading Power 2, you have exercise. For example, in exercise 1 to 5, you will practice recognizing common words and phrases. In exercise 6 to 12, you will scan for information in different kinds of grading. Unit 3. Making inferences. An inference is a kind of guess. When you read the passage, you get information about it. Then you can make an inference or guess. I want to explain one example. When my friends arrive to Ecuador, I guess that he arrives at 5 o'clock. Then he eats with his family. This is a kind of inference. Unit 4. Focusing on the topic. A topic is a word or phrase that tells what something is about. When you have to read, you look first at the topic. And this explains what is about the article, the book, or the letter you have to read. The topic is an important in writing English. Writers think about the topic as they are writing, and their ideas follow from that topic. In the next exercise, you will look for the topic of a list of words. One word is the topic for the other words. The topic is the most general word. Unit 5. Understanding paragraphs. A paragraph is a group of sentences that are all about one thing or idea. You have to understand paragraphs, but you don't know all of the text. You have to write underlined the words that you don't find for look for in the dictionary or physical or in the web. Unit 6. Identify the patterns. What is a pattern? It's a regular way that something is organized or done. Many things around us are organized into patterns in some way. There are patterns in English writing too. When you are reading in English, you should look for the patterns. It will help you understand them and remember the ideas. Common patterns in paragraphs. The listen patterns, the sequence patterns, the comparison patterns, the cause-effect patterns. Okay, the first, the listening patterns. The listening patterns. In this part, the main idea tells you about a list of the things or ideas. The paragraph tells about each of the things or ideas on the list. Okay, the sequence patterns. In these patterns, the main idea tells you about the sequence. This thing that happen in order. The paragraph tells you about the even or steps of sequence. The comparison patterns. In these patterns, the main idea tells you about two things, people, or ideas. It tells how they are similar, different, or bound. The paragraph tells about the ways they are similar or different. Okay. And the cause-effect patterns. In these patterns, the main idea tells you that something causes something else, or is caused by something else. The paragraph tells about the cause and or the effects. Unit 7. Thinking in English. Introduction. When you read in English, are you thinking about what you will come next? This is how good readers think when they are reading. They are thinking ahead. That is, they are thinking about the ideas and about what might come next. And they are thinking about what will come next. Their eyes move ahead quickly. In fact, good readers don't have to focus on each word for long. A quickly looks is enough. Part 4. Reading faster. Why read faster? There are 3 important reasons for learning or read faster. 1. You can read more in less time. This will help you with homework, classroom, and tests. 2. You can understand better. How can you understand when you read faster? Because on the way, your memory works. 3. You will improve your general knowledge in English. If you read faster and understand better, you will be able to read more. This way, you will see a lot of words and sentences. How to read faster? 1. Check your reading habits. Some habits can slow you down when you are reading. Think about your own reading habits. For example, do you try to pronounce each word as read? You will probably understand less this way. If you try, you say and understand the words, your brain has to do two things at the same time. Another, do you move your lips when you read silent? If you do, you are probably thinking each word of yourself. You will have the same problems as someone how to pronounce the word. Do you point at the word with your finger or a pencil? If you do, your eyes will move word by word across the lines. And finally, do you try the translator in your native language while you are reading in English? 2. Scan or guess or know words. Scan words that are not necessary for understanding the passage. Guess the general meaning of the words you need to understand the passage. 3. Practice the reading faster by timing yourself. Guidelines for reading faster. 1. Before you start, write down the exact time in, say, your watch or clock, minutes and seconds. 2. Preview each passage quickly before reading it. 3. Read the passage and then write down the exact time you finish. 4. Answer the question without looking back at the passage. Then check your answer with your teacher. 5. Read the passage again. Look for answers to questions, especially the ones you answered incorrectly. 6. Find your reading time, finish time, the minutes, starting time, and find your reading rate table on page 229. 7. Write your reading rate in your comprehension score. 8. After reading 4 or 5 passages, check your progress. For example, thank you.